Hugo Bachega Wikipedia. Who is Hugo Bachega? Hugo Bachega is an accomplished British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, journalist and reporter. Bachega has made significant contributions to journalism. He is well known for his dedication, professionalism, and ability to report on complex problems. He has gained experience in a variety of sectors as a result of having to report from all around the world. His team colleagues rely on him to obtain facts for publication in the news for audiences all over the world. Hugo has covered some of the world's most important news stories over the years. Hugo is also reporting from Kiev, Ukraine, to keep viewers up to date on the situation. He recently appeared on BBC Breakfast as Ukraine celebrated its 31st anniversary of independence from the Soviet Union, but the Russian invasion is now in its 6th month. The journalist has been broadcasting his trip to Ukraine on social media to keep his followers up to date on the events in Kiev. From there, he also talks live with the BBC and has been highly active in providing intelligence on the Russian-Ukraine war and its present scenario. The journalist from BBC News. Even though Bachega is a journalist who works as a correspondent for BBC News. A correspondent's most recent contribution to the BBC was an article titled "The Russians Insisted Beatings Were My Re-Education." He narrated the story of Andrei, who was forced to go through a screening procedure when attempting to flee a Russian-occupied area. Hugo will be broadcasting live on BBC from Lviv, Ukraine, for the first time on March 25, 2022. Hugo is also presently reporting live from Kiev, Ukraine, to offer viewers the most up-to-date information on the situation. He recently appeared on BBC Breakfast as Ukraine celebrated its 31st anniversary of independence from the Soviet Union. Nevertheless, the Russian invasion is just in its 6th month as of this writing. The journalist has been keeping his admirers up to date on the situation in Kiev by utilizing social media to share his travelogues during his trip to Ukraine. He also broadcasts live for the BBC from that place and has been quite active in providing intelligence on the conflict between Russia and Ukraine as well as the present scenario. Hugo Bachega age. He was born between 1983 and 1993, according to the sources. Hugo is also of British nationality. Hugo, the popular journalist, is currently between the ages of 30 and 40 as of 2023, Hugo Bachega wife. Hugo hasn't given the name of his wife, so we don't know if he's married. He could be a man on his own, just as readily. Hugo has kept this information private and has not publicly discussed their marriage. The journalist has also not disclosed any information regarding his previous partnerships. As a result, we may say Hugo is now single and not dating anyone. Career. Hugo began his career as an intern for the Reuters news agency in São Paulo before becoming a full-time political correspondent, according to sources. In São Paulo, he interned with the Reuters news agency. He later worked for BBC News. Hugo Bachega is currently a well-known British journalist, reporter, and political correspondent. Hugo works for BBC News as a correspondent. On March 25, 2022, he was broadcast live on BBC from Lviv for the first time. He has currently carved out a specialty in journalism. Hugo covered many news stories in Syria in 2013, including the brutal dispersal of a pro-Morsi sit-in. Hugo Bachega has carved himself into his own character through hard work and determination. Net worth. Hugo's primary source of income is journalism. Hugo's career as a journalist earns him a decent living. He is currently employed by BBC News. He is a columnist for BBC Breakfast, the most popular and longest-running news show in the world. Hugo makes a good living as a correspondent for BBC News. Bachega's net worth is estimated to be approximately $500,000, approximate, as of 2023. He is a wealthy individual. Hugo, a well-known journalist, leads a lavish lifestyle. He has every luxury imaginable. Thank you so much for watching this video and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a great day.